My first 10 years I taught in a traditional learning environment. I taught biology, and there was a period in, say, year 7 and up where I just wasn't feeling fully committed, and I didn't feel invested in my teaching the way that I felt that I should. And when the opportunity came along to teach in a project-based learning environment, I jumped at it, and I can say after 10 years now of being a PBL instructor, my mindset has changed dramatically. I feel like I have much more of a growth mindset than I did prior. I don't worry about making mistakes nearly as much. I sort of embrace failure and try to teach my students to also see the value in those setbacks and those struggles. I think before I was far more rigid in my thinking and in terms of my approach to teaching.
PBL has changed my teaching in so far as it has changed my mindset of what I am doing in the classroom. Yes, I'm teaching academic standards and those pieces, but it's made me go beyond what is in the book. How are these students going to take this outside of the classroom? How is this going to impact them as they become 12-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 18-year-olds, adults?
So coming into education, I really thought that I was going to be the teacher that got in front of the classroom, gave the lectures, gave a quiz, gave a test, gave out homework. With PBL though, and since I've implemented PBL, the students are the ones in control of the learning, and I've really kind of passed the baton. It's a mixture of both. I find benefits in mixing it up to where, yes, I'm involved in lecture a little bit, but at the same time, I give more to my students, which I think is a lot more beneficial for their own personal learning.
PBL has really changed the way I think about teaching. When I went through my teacher prep program, I was always thinking about what I can do to make the lesson or the homework or whatever meaningful and engaging. And with PBL, while I certainly think about that with the projects, I think more about how I can help students develop into the best version of who they are. My teaching has changed because I know that I can throw an idea out with students and let them kind of take off with it. They can take an idea that I originally had very little details for, and they can really turn it into something that makes the learning environment and learning experience for not only themselves but for everyone in the classroom so much more rich and meaningful and impactful, not only on their lives but the lives of the people in our community.
One of the most rewarding pieces of teaching in a PBL environment is the aha moments that students have. They can see the relationship between the classroom and themselves in the real world. Again, it's the why they are learning what they're doing and how they can apply that as they become citizens and productive members in our world.
The most rewarding part of PBL is just watching the kids have their aha moments or getting to take the leadership and ownership in their own learning, seeing them make the decisions and then carry them through and feel satisfied when they were successful.
The most rewarding part of PBL is seeing students succeed in just remarkable ways. When they really embrace the ownership of their work, they go out and they do great things, big things in the community. They host events. They grow in confidence as a result of having their work be truly public.